Good morning, Hickory Bend All-Stars. Here's Mrs. Westerfield with our second music lesson. So yesterday we talked about the staff, 5 lines, 4 spaces, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we talked about our treble clef sign. Treble clef sign means any notes that come after it sound higher. We also talked about the bass clef sign so that you are aware of what that symbol is. But we're actually not going to pay a whole lot of attention to that today. Today, I want to start discussing with you the C major scale. All music from everywhere around the world is based on patterns. Here in the United States, we tend to have most of our music based on a pattern of major scales. There are lots of different major scales. C major scale is the easiest, and so that's why that's the one we're going to talk about. And by using the scale, we're going to help you introduce notes and the names of the notes and where they're placed on the staff. So our first note today, since it's called the C major scale, we're going to start with the note C. C is under the staff with a line through it. And I should have said, if you haven't already, go ahead, draw your staff, your treble clef sign, and then put your C underneath the staff. If you don't have a pencil or paper, go ahead, pause the video. Go get that and come back and join us. If you don't have access to a paper or pencil, no worries, just keep watching the video, it's fine. In music, circles are called notes. So every time we have a circle like this, it is called a note. The word note is spelled N-O-T-E, note. Our C note that is under our staff is actually called middle C. It's kind of special. If you were looking at a piano keyboard, C is right in the middle of the piano. It breaks the piano in half. So that's another reason we're starting with that note today. If you learn to play the piano, oftentimes you will learn by starting at middle C. Notice that middle C has this line going through it. Because it sits under the staff, we have to put this little line here so that we know it is a line note, because all notes are either line notes or space notes. When we put a line through a note that isn't on the staff, we call that a ledger line. And I'm running out of room here. I'll put it over here. Ledger line. All right, now that we have C written, let's go on to our next note, D. If we were doing our alphabet, A, B, C, D comes next. So that's going to be our next note. D is also underneath the staff, but it doesn't have a line through it. It's what we call a space note. So this is our note D. Go ahead and draw that. And then the third note that I wanted to teach you today is E. Again, going through our alphabet, it's a C major scale, so we're kind of ignoring A and B right now. We're starting on C, and then we're going on to D, and then we're going on in our alphabet to E. Notice E is the first note we've done so far that is actually sitting on the staff. It is on the first line of the staff. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first line of the staff goes right through the middle of the note. That's what makes it a line note. It is called E. Go ahead and draw and label that. If we go to the piano, I can play for you the 3 notes that we just drew. Middle C, D, E. Those are the first 3 notes of the C major scale. Later in videos, we'll go ahead and we'll sing our Do Re Mi's. Some of you probably remember that. You're probably thinking that right now as I play that, hopefully. If you haven't written any of this yet, go ahead, draw your CDE. And again, if you get some free time today, and if it's nice outside, maybe you can get outside with some sidewalk chalk, draw your staff, draw your treble clef sign, draw C, D, and E. If you have access to a keyboard or a piano, go ahead and try playing C, D, and E on your piano or keyboard. Make sure, friends, if you have any questions about anything in the videos, you know that you can always email me or contact me through Class Dojo or through Google Classroom if your teacher is using that. For Miss Nyhan's class, I'm using both Dojo and Google Classroom, so you can access me either of those ways. In Miss Crowell and Miss Newman's class, I've sent you the link to my Google Classroom, also for Miss Nyhan's class. So go ahead and ask me questions on my actual Mrs. Westerfield's music class page for that. And then for a lot of the lower grades, we are conversing on Class Dojo, so you can go ahead and ask me any questions there that you have of these videos. All right, I can't wait to see you tomorrow, and we'll be moving on with the next 3 notes, F, G, and A. Have a great day.